Welcome back to Divemaster Diaries. This is week 4 in Amorgos, Greece. This week was one of the best weeks so far. A Canadian family came and tried scuba for the very first time, and I got to record it. Then we did a boat dive day on a authentic Greek fisherman boat. The fisherman didn't speak a word of English, and somehow I ended up inside of a cave which used to scare me like crazy, but it was one of the best experiences of my life. Ready? Let's dive in! Excited?
So excited!
This week, a family from Ottawa, Canada came to our dive center to try scuba for the very first time. They were traveling around Greece on a sailboat. How cool is that? They were excited, a little nervous, but totally open to the experience. After driving to Kalotaretisa beach, we helped them gear up and then they took their first breath underwater. For me, filming these moments is such a gift. That first breath, it's a moment you never forget. And seeing it happen reminds me of why I love this. And then came Thursday. We did our first real boat dive. But not just any boat. This one was a traditional Greek fishing boat. The captain didn't speak a word of English. And he tossed our gear into the ocean and we jumped in. It was chaotic and so much fun. The first dive of the day took us to two spots, the Maze and Mermaid. We followed the underwater cliffside and it felt like flying next to a wall of rock. And we also saw some big lionfish, the biggest I've ever seen. Then came the second dive. It was a cave, my first one ever. I've always said I'd never do cave diving. Too dark, too tight, too scary. But after 4 weeks with this team, I felt ready. The moment I entered, everything became silent. The light changed, the sounds disappeared. And in that stillness, I saw something small and beautiful. A shrimp just hovering in the darkness, lit by our torches, like time had And then I realized I forgot to be scared. It was so peaceful, and honestly, it might be one of the most magical dives I've ever done. On the last day of the week, we went to Catapella Bay to practice some core dive master skills. The first one, SMB deployment. This was my very first time sending one up. It might look simple, but doing it right while staying stable underwater is harder than it looks. And it is a required skill for every dive master. After that, we moved on to rescue skills, like how to assist an unconscious diver underwater. It is an intense scenario, even when it's just practice. But honestly, it wasn't our best day. I was feeling tired, and as a team, we were not really in sync. Millie, our instructor, called it out. She said we were not listening. We were not watching each other or learning from each other's mistakes. And she was right. That evening, I made popcorn and we watched the skill videos with Nico. And as the sun went down, the sky turned pink and purple, cotton candy colors, my favorite kind of sky. It wasn't a perfect day, but maybe those are the days that teach you the most. Thank you so much for watching week 4 of my Dive Master training here in Amorgos, Greece. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, leave a comment. I'd love to hear what part you connected with the most. And don't forget to subscribe for more dive stories, travel moments, and behind the scenes from life underwater. See you next week.